Welcome back to Budgeting for Prosperity. Hopefully you've watched the intro video that explains what budgeting for prosperity is all about, and also the videos on peace of mind, values, and dreams. In this session, we'll discuss goals. But let's first start with a refresher on the definition of a prosperous budget. A prosperous budget is one that gives you peace of mind because it is aligned with your values and your goals. It's on auto flow and it directs you toward your dreams. We've discussed peace of mind in a prior session, and we've discussed values in a previous session. We've also discussed dreams. And while dreams can inspire you, goals can change your life. Think of your dreams as this really big project, really big vision. And if you know anything about big projects, in order to do them successfully, you have to break them up into a lot of smaller projects or smaller tasks. Those smaller projects, in this case, are your goals. And it is the work related to the goals that will lead you to your dreams. And it is also the work related to your goals where you will find the most joy. Goals are important because they motivate us. They help us focus. They are the steps that we take to achieve our dreams. And while it's not necessarily a terrible thing to not reach your goals or all of your goals, it is a pretty unfortunate thing if you don't have any goals at all. Hopefully you have goals, and hopefully you know that many of them you will achieve, and some of them you won't achieve. And that is okay, because success is built upon failure. And in order to be successful, we have to try, and try again. Michael Jordan is one of, if not the best basketball player of all time. And he has still missed more shots than he has made. And as of today, Kobe Bryant holds the record for missing the most shots in the NBA history. And I doubt anyone would argue that he's not a great basketball player. And in order to succeed, you have to set goals, or in sports terms, you have to take your shot. Because if you don't, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So now I want you to start thinking about some goals for yourself, which will be the exercise for this session. But before you create the goals, it's important that you know how to create SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-bound. You could set a goal that says you want to save $1,000, or you could set a SMART goal that says you aim to save $1,000 within 12 months by selling stuff on eBay and saving 50% of your paycheck or income or allowance or gifts from family. On the next slide, there'll be some examples of SMART goals that someone can create to direct them toward their dream. So here's a popular dream of adults and teens. And the dream is surrounded by several SMART goals that can get someone to that dream. And a lot of these SMART goals are actually based on people I know and things that they have done to achieve this dream. And here's an example of a typical teenage dream. But the most important thing that I want to highlight in this example is that some of the goals require a commitment of time, and other goals require a commitment of both time and money. And it's the goals that require money, that you want to have in mind when you are creating your budget. So for the exercise for this session, I want you to take your dream, put it in the center here, and then create goals that will help lead you to your dream. SMART goals, at least 6 to 10 of them. So this is where you'll pause the video if you're watching the video and come back when you're done with completing goals for at least one of your dreams. Welcome back. So here is a preview of a budget template that I made in Excel that can also be made in Google Sheets. And you will find the link to this budget template in the notes to this video. And if you look in the upper right-hand section of the budget, you'll see a reference to goals. This is where you start to align your financial capital, that's your money, to meet your goals. On the next slide, I show a simpler budget. This simpler budget may be used for someone who doesn't have as complicated finances as on the prior budget, or maybe a teen. And if you look closely, you'll see references to values in purple and goals in green, which we will discuss in more detail in future sessions. So we've covered peace of mind, values, dreams, and goals. In our next session, we'll start to get into the nitty-gritty of a budget. And this is where we'll incorporate the 3 words in yellow. And those yellow words are also represented by this arrow. This arrow represents alignment, autoflow, and direction. If you notice, your values and goals are aligned, and the arrow is pointing in the direction of your dreams. Till we meet again, remember, the joy is in the journey, and all the winning that we need to do is within.